Alrighty, we are on the road for Gencon 2024. We are currently in Leroy, Illinois, roughly a little over halfway to our destination. Stopped off to stretch our legs, grab food, snacks, whatever. We've got about another roughly 3 hours of travel, maybe a little less, ahead of us. Pretty excited to be going to Gencon.
Napping.
Mostly napping.
It involves napping mostly. Once you get on 74, it's, you're like, do that for 300 miles. I'll wake up in a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad deal.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Anything in particular you're excited for Gen Con this year?
Passing out business cards.
Hell yeah. Let me see if I can wrangle one of those here. We got some fancy business cards to give out.
They are.
Our shirts didn't quite make it in. Here, hold on.
There we go.
Hold that.
Bam!
Boom! Nice, nice. Yeah, and flip it over. We got our socials on the other side with those nice QR codes. That's rockin'.
It's true. It's everything that we need in a card.
Sadly, our shirts are being delivered to my house this afternoon, so alas, we will not be adorned with our beautiful logo, but that's okay.
There are no shirts. No shirts in the house. But they told me before I left, so I packed other shirts.
Yes.
Because I was counting on those. I would have showed up at Gen Con with like one shirt.
Yeah, that would have been weird.
Yeah, it's enough to get me into the con where I could have bought more shirts.
That's true.
So
there is no shortage of shirts, I'm sure.
I would have been fine. I would have just walked up to a booth and said, I'll take those 3 funny ones.
Yeah, I'm sure T-Turtle would have been
exactly
ample supply to get you situated. Welcome, PJ.
It's our driver.
Well,
thank you again for driving.
Until I pass out from, lack of sleep.
I empathize.
Yeah, but we'll all go with you.
It won't be a fun place to go. Either into a guardrail, into a ditch, or into a semi.
Yeah, please don't do that.
If I gotta choose, I'm gonna go with the semi. Make it quick.
Oh, there's that.
Make it quick and painful.
Yep. PJ's used to late hours, and I was up all night, so...
Because I'm used to late hours. Yeah,
We're functioning on relatively poor sleep, except for Callahan, who is... ironically, the most well-rested of us.
I got a fantastic amount of sleep.
You shut the hell up.
I slept through the storm and everything.
You shut up.
So, I'm going to enjoy my beautiful turkey ranch wrap that I got from Casey's.
I'm glad I'm not I ate a whole small loaf of the zucchini bread that
I needed
Cynthia.
Cynthia, yeah.
Yeah, Cynthia made for us.
Thank
which
you.
amazingly good.
I
been
hate
enjoying
zucchini, and it's delicious.
It
is good. Which is why it's delicious.
Yeah.
But you guys are suckers. Like, I'm foregoing lunch so that I can have extra room for Fogo de Chao. I'm just going to walk in there and grab one of their huge slabs.
I already figured out my hack for that, Callahan.
You gonna poop?
I got an energy drink, which makes my metabolism go haywire. So I will be starved by the time we get to Fogo de Chao when I slam that.
It also
unfortunately cannot have
makes you
energy
poop
drinks anymore.
Oh no, it just makes me really hungry.
Caffeine is a laxative as well.
So
You gotta free up the room somehow, buddy. There's only so much room in there. Trust me, I know.
We're going to Fogo de Chao for dinner tonight. It's our one fancy dinner for the con. We got a reservation in and everything, so that'll be pretty sweet. All you can eat meats, and then we will toddle back to our hotel room and pass the hell out
With
until
the meat
Thursday.
sweats.
Hopefully not with the meat sweats.
Oh,
I've
I'm gonna be
never
sweating.
been to a Fogo de Chao, so...
Yeah, I have 2 first-timers, which is weird. And I can't believe Callahan hasn't been to a Fogo de Chao, but here we
It's
are.
not like I haven't tried.
So anyway, we're back on the road, so I'm going to sign off, and we'll check in when we are dropping off our ton of board games for the consignment store.
So many board games.
Callahan and I brought a metric ton of games.
It's funny because Callahan thought, it's like, why are we taking a truck? Wouldn't it be better to take the car? And then it's just like, oh.
We could have done this in the wife's SUV. It would have worked.
Well, alas.
And then still, not driving is great.
Yeah.
The one with the most, the one who's awake the most could have been driving and would have left the rest of us to actually, catch up on some sleep.
Ah, well. See you in a bit.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I've never gone to the auction before, but that might be something for me to do.
I'm actually thinking that I might want to go to the auction first.
Right.
Rather than start in the exhibit hall.
Exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's a definitive possibility. Let me get...
Because there were a lot of games being checked in. I probably won't do, like, the auction. I'll probably do the consignment store. But the lines were pretty long at 5 o'clock. They closed at 6. And they were definitely pushing to try and get people through just as fast as they could.
Right. Yeah. It was a very efficient process. They were doing good work there.
Yeah, like, people had... you know, dollies and carts just stacked with games, even more so than Callahan's 2 giant boxes.
Yeah, mine was actually pretty tame.
I took a picture of just so that whoever edits this can throw it on there, but
Callahan got a picture of it too. There was
good.
a lady that came in, she had a dolly that had like 4 or 5 totes stacked up on top.
oh yeah, we met her in the elevator. She was nice.
I was tempted to go ask her if she needed help getting the stuff in.
She had it, and we made sure she had the door open. She had got in through the door, and we held the elevator for her.
All right.
But
this
was awesome. Now we're going to go check into our hotel, and then once we get checked in and drop our luggage off, we will probably just Uber to Fogo de Chao. But yeah, check-in was pretty seamless. I'm super glad that all those games are out of my backpack.
They're out of my fucking house.
Well, they're out of my backpack, too. Just throwing the backpack back on when it was empty. God, that felt so nice.
Well, my basement is basically clear now because I had them just stacked up. She's just like, what are you going to do with these games? I was like, I'm getting them out on August 1st. She's like, August 1st? I was like, August 1st. It's going to be fine. All right.
All right. They've made it to Fogo de Chao. Very excited. We get dinner. Just about to order a bunch of food. We are doing all-you-can-eat eats. Just waiting on a few people to get back from the salad bar. And then it will be meat time. So much meat. Very excited. Meat?
I'm going to get all the meats. All of them. I'm going to make them regret having an all-you-can-eat meat special. Even at their presents. I'm going to do that. You got way too much. That's a sucker's blood. He's loading up on salad. Look at that. Look at those.
Bill's a chump. He is loaded up on salad. That's not why you come here.
Not.
Rookie mistake. Alrighty. We have consumed all the meats. There were so many. The lamb was the best. Now we are hanging out at the line for will call. It's about, what, 9:45, thereabouts?
Just turned 10.
Just turned 10? Okay. So yeah, it's about 10 o'clock on Wednesday. The line is...
You're right though.
the line is very yes.
Not as yes as it could be.
It's not as yes as it could be. PJ is right. But the line is very yes as we wait to pick up general tickets for tomorrow. Just to have a few on hand because we all forgot.
We did forget.
I just chose not to. And now I'm regretting my choices. So.
Well, good for you. The result's the same. You're in line with us schmucks.
Pretty much.
So we're going to follow Callahan here.
Shut up, Callahan. Callahan cut in front of us.
What a jerk. Alright, well, Callahan has hacked the line, so we are going to wait here and deal with that later.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, we're eating breakfast. It has been an early morning already. But we are fueling up for our first day of Gencon. Phil and Heather are apparently already at the hall. We are just finishing breakfast. Anything in particular everyone's excited for today?
I'm gonna rip people a new asshole at Splendor.
Ooh.
Normal nice Callahan that they see on the Meeples is going away.
I will be cheering for you in spirit. I will probably be wandering around aimlessly like a lost dog.
I mean, that is the way.
It's my first day, so I don't know.
I am probably going to start in Artist Alley and then make my way over to the consignment store and see what people have put up for sale.
To be honest, I may just follow you.
And that's also
At least
fair.
for a while.
So I'm probably going to do that, and then once I'm done with those, I'll probably go back to the exhibit hall and just meander about, see what I can find.
Meandering is usually the key.
It's a good, solid Thursday strategy. I don't have any events on the books today, so.
I don't have any events, period.
And now we are finishing up breakfast, going to go upstairs, get our last caffeines and things packed, and hit the road. Alrighty. It is about 4 o'clock on Thursday. We did not stop to take any footage and only a couple pictures really up to this point. The exhibit hall was slammed, as was the consignment store. Like, it was wall-to-wall people. There was not a good place to set up and even do what I'm doing right now, which is literally just holding the camera in front of me. So we are sitting down here in Lucas Oil Stadium right now. Getting off our feet for a minute because we've been walking around since like 10. And it's been a pretty exciting time. I've picked up some art. Callahan is kicking ass in the Splendor tournament. He's not quite to taking names, but he's kicking ass. Taking names comes on Saturday.
First round of it.
Beyond that, I mean, we've tried a few board games. Like, I know Phil's played some, Callahan's played some, DJ and I played. Looked at some and picked some up, which was pretty cool. We've bought a bunch of stuff already to put on the board game shelves. Before I forget, Callahan, I also stopped at Dice Tower and picked up some Raccoon Tycoon promos for you.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I knew you'd like those. So we'll take some more pictures and get some more footage probably as the weekend progresses a little bit, as we kind of get our bearings. It was just so chaotic today. Like, we've been all over the place. And, I mean, I could get up and actually I will take a quick bit of footage in a moment just to show you how many people are on the Lucas Oil Stadium floor right now, because we're on the second floor right now just sitting down. So yeah, a lot of people on the floor, just playing games.
Welcome to the Flickering Stars spaceport at Gencon. We are Friendly Skeleton. We're proud to present our Flickering Stars spaceport. It is the new family action game of space exploration and combat from famous designers Matt Leacock and Josh Capel of recent Spiel des Arts fame. He's at the con here, got to meet him, it was exciting. So, this was his family passion project for 10 years. It took us 5 years to bring it, and here it is. It's a simple game of back and forth actions, but with lots of unique situations and strategy. Infinite opportunity awaits in the stars. So, simply on your turn, you're going to choose to either move or shoot. You do have 2 attacking ships. I'll explain this in a second. To move your ships, you simply pick the one you want. Ships are going to have cargo bays or spots for your explorers. Before you move, you can load or unload explorers. I definitely want to load up some explorers because I'm going to send them over here to this planet, see what's at this planet. I'm going to load up, I'm going to pivot, and I'm going to flick. So there's different difficulties. Easy, medium mode, and Are You Kidding Me, Matt? That's the official title of that one. But look, I am so good. I got that close. You do have to be careful when you're piloting, because if you crash into anything... Oh, it didn't knock over. I'm fine. Oh no, I flicked too hard. I knocked it over. I wreck. You just reset this. I'm wrecked. But I just immediately come back to my home world. I can just send it back out next turn. So let's say I flew over here, dropped some explorers off. I get to look at what this planet is. It's the yellow planet. There's planets corresponding to the resources. I'll explain how those work in a second. Also, enemy ships, they have tail fins on them. If you flick and crash into an enemy ship, knock off the tail, again, you were a reckless space pilot. You get returned home. They are fine, they reset. I'll explain why you want to go to planets later. I need to get cargo. I'm going to send my cargo ship over. Oh my goodness, pretend I don't stink at this game. I'm going to collect cargo in my hold. Asteroids flip over when they're empty, and they have the objectives. So those get revealed throughout the game. There are a ton in the box for lots of replayability. If you end your turn and you've completed 4 of the objective conditions, you instantly win the game. So there's a lot of quick upsets. I might be ready to win the game. I got my ship ready over. I'm like, I got this in the bag. And my buddy goes, nope. Busts out their striker and does an attack action. Your striker has a launcher, and you target and fire. I missed. I'm gonna spend a red barrel. Red barrels give you extra actions on your turn. So firing, yellows for shooting. I spend a red barrel, I shoot again. Oh, look how good I am! If it knocks off the planet, it's destroyed. If it's down, it just resets. But if you wanted a sure thing of destruction, you need your plasma destructor. Boom! Oh, I still didn't get it. But ships are easy. Crashed. Saying, oh, that's too easy. That's because there's a shield. The shield's great. You can place it for area control. You can block and protect ships. You spend your blue barrel for that. That's the basic flow of the game. Advanced features of the game is your planets are actual production zones. You can build a factory there, and then on your turn it will produce the color of them. Shown on your homeworld, which is great. Normally you spend from any ship in play, so I can spend from here or spend from home. The risk is that these are destructible. You hit and destroy my ship, I'm going to lose those resources. There's also bases, and those are going to be potentially needed for certain objectives. If you look at this one says have a base in play on the crystal world, the blue crystal world. Oh, I found it. I need to build a base there, and then I need a factory, and I need one explorer. I've completed that objective. Remember though, everything is destructible in this game. So even though purple has that locked down, I'm gonna come over here with my launcher, and I'm gonna go kaboom. And if I'm lucky, boom, I knocked it off. You have to rebuild it before you're completing that objective. So things are always evolving in the game. Lots of exciting moments of, I can't believe you landed that shot. Or, oh, if I only had one more yellow barrel, I could have made it and won the game. But that's where the excitement is. The full game has a couple asymmetric faction powers. You've got the Captain Hammer here has his hammer launcher of doom. Launch the big old shot, and purple has their special commander counting as extra explorers. That's Flickering Stars. We hope you enjoy.
Hi everyone, so this is Illimat. It is a set collection game that we made for the Decemberists with also some trick-taking elements involved. If you've played Hearts, Gin, Rummy, Scopa, things like that, there are some touch points in numerical strategy that you might recognize, but a lot of magical elements involved that set this aside from anything you've ever seen before. We have our piece in the center called the Illimat, where the seasons of the board are constantly turning in each of our 4 fields, changing the rules of the game. We also have our luminary cards, which each have their own magic powers. The Maiden we absolutely love. She makes it so that the cruel rules of winter no longer have any effect. Stop by and come see us.
This here is a RPG stat tracker, so it is a nice little all-in-one carry with you go way to keep track of all your stats in one easy place. Nice turn dials right here. Little area for a notepad, minifigures, dice rolling in there as well. You can keep your character sheet here with a dry erase board, and also is removable with a little hidden storage container behind. Everything's nice, magnetic, it has a good weight, good feel to it. And we're selling it here at Monster Protectors booth 2733 at Gencon.
John, I'm from Breitbart Games, and we've been selling this weekend here at Gencon, but what we've got today is Terminus and Crave the Loop. These are our solo games. Crave the Loop is our newest one. We have here a lovely cover designed by a lovely graphic designer. But it's a game in which you are trying to evade a hungry ghost that emerges every time you have a snack. Goal is to evade an outwit this man while you use a real-life snack as part of the gameplay. Every time you feast in real life, so does your character.
This is Jurassic Feud, and it's on Kickstarter right now until August 14th. And you'll get Dino Cannibals, you'll get Tyrannosaurus Rex and Triceratops, and then you just build your castle, place your people, and then you load your Dino Cannibals to knock them down.
And you can play this 4 players with 2 sets, right?
Absolutely. Or if you have Cannibal Feud or Cannibal Kingdom, you can join the games together and just do a huge battle. Sorry.
Hi, I'm
Dennis Northcott, one of the designers of Galactic Cruise. I'm just going to give you a short overview of the game. So Galactic Cruise is a game for 1 to 4 players. It's kind of a medium-heavy to heavy Euro game that is competitive. In the game, the players are high-level supervisors of the company Galactic Cruise. We're the first company to offer extended stay space vacations, so it's essentially taking cruising into outer space. So instead of going out onto the oceans, we're going into outer space. The game takes place over 3 years in the game, and so what's happening is our current founder and CEO is retiring, and one of the players will become the next CEOs at the end of the game. Whoever impresses the board of directors the most is going to win that coveted role. So the game is a worker placement game, so kind of the standard thing that you're going to do on your turn is you're going to have an available worker in your break room, and you're going to take one of those workers, place it out onto the board, and do 2 actions. In our game, when you place a worker onto the board, the only player that blocks you is you. And so as blue, I would not be able to go here because there's already a blue worker, but I would be able to go here, and I'd bump yellow back to their player board. So they would take their worker, place it back into their break room, and they would have that worker available later. They'd also gain a funding bonus from their tower for that. So it doesn't cost me anything to go there, but I am helping out the other players. And you'll notice a lot of things in the game, there's a lot of that positive interaction. So once I've placed, I get to do 2 actions, and I can choose from any of the actions on my location or adjacent locations if I've built a development there already. So in this example, I can actually connect to either of these locations here, just what's adjacent to me, and I can choose from any of these 6 actions, and I get to do 2 of those things. So the types of actions in the game are just like a quick rundown here. There's like taking blueprints. That allows you to take these blueprints from the display here. On a later action, I can build them into my shuttle, and that's actually adding new rooms as well as amenities to the shuttles that I'm building. And these are kind of to satisfy the different types of guests in the game. I can also schedule cruises over here by placing my cruise consultant, and this is gonna say that I'm gonna launch this next cruise here, and I can advertise to the guests here to kind of pre-sell them tickets onto the cruise. And then on a later turn, once I'm ready, so once I've built my ship, I've gathered some resources, and I've scheduled my cruise, instead of taking a worker from my break room and going onto the board, I can launch my ship, and I would go through all 5 of these steps. So this is thematically a 5-second countdown, as well as a ride up the elevator, so that my worker can get on board and become the pilot for that cruise. So then I'd launch this cruise, and over the next few turns, this worker will not be available back on Earth to take actions. It'll instead be tracking this cruise location. So you're going to get to arrive at different destinations to score points and get upgrades. And a day in space is where the things that you built into your shuttle come into play, and you'll gain bonuses for matching the types of things the guests want to do with the things in your shuttle. So that's kind of a high-level overview. After all these cubes get placed out, and that triggers the end of the game. Whoever has the most points is the winner.
That's awesome. Thank you very much.
Words cannot express my happiness. It has been many moons. Finally, we have made it to Steak and Shake. That is all. Very excited.
Hi, we'll bring you back to your quality programming in a moment. I am the corrupt overlord, and this is the business of Assorted Meeples, and we're here to tackle a terrible tragedy, which is the underfeeding of brownie. Did you know the average North American brown bear needs 10,000 pounds of salmon a day? Yeah, it's completely true, scientifically verified, look it up. Along with a minimum of 1,000 pounds of honey a week.
Actually, I don't think that's right.
It is right. I looked it up. Look it up yourself. Do your research. And Brownie, he needs to eat. He is obviously underfed. Do you know how much 10,000 pounds of salmon costs? It's a lot. And with bear food inflation at a 14,000% rate right now, it's just getting harder and harder to feed him. But do you know what else feeds him? YouTube subscription. Look at this poor bear. If you subscribe now, you are giving us the ability to feed Brownie the massive amounts of salmon, honey, and tuna that he deserves.
Wait, tuna?
Yeah. Bears like tuna.
How much tuna?
Lots of tuna. Almost as much as the salmon.
I know that's not right.
Your mom's a source.
You leave my mother out of this.
So help us feed him with subscriptions, because the average healthy brown bear is 1,600 pounds, and brownies, about 2.1. This bear needs his honey. He needs his salmon. Please subscribe. If not for me, and if not for Braden, do it for Brownie.
Alright, it is Friday morning. Most of us are actually properly well rested now. We got back on Thursday and we were gonna do any number of things, ranging from checking in to showing off loot to whatever, and PJ and I, who had been running on fumes for the last 2 days, basically crashed out at like 9.
Our bodies said no.
Yeah. So we got up. Things are good. We are breakfasted. We are driving to the con. Part of the reason we were out of spoons yesterday was transportation at the con this year has been god-awful. Like, we went to go do our dinner at Fogo de Chao on Wednesday, and we took an Uber in so that PJ could properly meet Coma on the way back from the hotel.
$18.
Which, you know, $18 to get from our hotel to there.
And the Uber drivers weren't that bad.
Yeah, they were great. One of them actually told us about some barcades that I would love to go check out, just to go slam some old classic games for a little bit.
We can do that on Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like Saturday us. Like, I'm not there for the drinking, but I'm there for
I'll have a drink.
All the arcading. So, anyway, we had our dinner at Fogo, and it was great. And then we got back to Will Call, and we got our general tickets. And then we tried to call an Uber, and it was $78.
Because there was
surge pricing, and it went up to 90 at one point, and we were just like, no. So,
we settled on a Lyft at, like...
22.
At 1 a.m. at 28.
Oh, at 28,
it was
yeah.
28, yeah.
Yeah, because it... And I reached out to Uber support and went, this can't be right. Their solution to my explaining the situation to them was to transfer me to a specialty department that had me on hold, had guaranteed a response within 6 to 12 hours. And I was like, all right, you're fired. So we took the lift, we got back home, we passed out. We got up early the next morning, so PJ and I were still dead tired.
So we could D&D book things.
Yep, we got our D&D books yesterday. That was great. No notes there. WotC actually ran a pretty tight ship. Gencon's lottery system is not good, because it's a first come first served queue system, and we know for sure now that when their site gets overloaded, they will just dump requests without giving them back their proper placement in queue. So that has created some consternation as far as getting access to things that people want. Additionally, we are among those who signed up for the parking lot next to Lucas Oil Stadium for Gate 10. And if you're not familiar with the Gate... We paid a premium for it, yeah. If you're not familiar with the Gate 10 situation, basically they sent an email out to Callahan the day before the con, so on Wednesday, letting him know that the parking had been moved to the Indianapolis Zoo overflow parking lot. And
it's a 26-minute drive.
Yeah, they said they were going to have shuttles running every 10 to 15 minutes. Now, as it happens, that is not how that worked out. And further, after doing some digging into the situation, I found that they actually knew they were in hot water well ahead of that point, because they'd been in litigation with the landlord leasing the parking lot since June for being $500,000 in the hole. So, not great. We're pretty annoyed. So we're going to try to hit the underground parking garage today instead, because it's way more conveniently located. It's basically across from the consignment store and with easy access to the main convention center. which means we can get around much more quickly and easily, which is important today because we're going to be downtown till midnight in all likelihood, because the Saucy Puppet Show that we're going to go see, the Late Night Puppet Slam, is 10 to 11:30. So that's pretty cool. We didn't really get to hit the exhibit hall all that hard yesterday. We checked out the consignment store. There's a lot of games there. Like, I think they said there were 20,000 items, and it looks it. Like, there are games on tables, under tables. There are walls of shelves. They have auctions running non-stop while you're in there for different genres.
Zero downtime in between each one.
Yeah, and the auctions are quick. Like, they're not giving any time. They're just going right through. It's insane. So we're going to go pick up some books in all likelihood today, because they have a ton of RPG books, including some more obscure stuff for Rogue Trader and Dark Heresy, which are not necessarily the easiest to find in good shape. Also, sorry for the bumps. Indianapolis has
shit roads.
Really crummy roads.
If you thought Cedar Rapids was bad, Indy's worse.
Like, I have my hands braced against a headrest right now, and I'm still getting shaken around a bunch. So today is going to be, I did a bunch of art purchases yesterday, so I have maybe one more art purchase I'm going to entertain, and I'm not going to look at that till Saturday. Otherwise, it's going to be work the exhibition hall day for us, because we got to talk to a few game makers. Like, Phil got a few, Callahan got a few, I got a few, but we were also being stretched in a lot of different directions yesterday. So today is my day. I'm just going to be dedicated to talking to game companies, checking out their games. I'll probably buy a few more. I already bought a few. I brought an RPG system called Heckin' Good Doggos, which I am excited to play, and I was also given their free board game day giveaway book, which is it lets you play as raccoons. So obviously I was on board for that.
I'm so glad I spotted that Heckin' Good Doggos. That looked hilarious.
I'm so happy that you did, because I'm just like, so good. But yeah, we're going to talk to some game publishers today. I also need to go stop by John Boyle's booth and pick up my Kickstarter from him, because I got told I can go wrangle that and then I won't have to pay shipping. And I'm like, yes, thank you, I will do that. For his I Crave the Loop Kickstarter. And I picked up a bunch of the other RPG systems that he's put out, so definitely give those a look if you haven't given those a look yet. They look pretty fun. So yeah, exhibit hall, and then after, I think at 7 is when Game Nights Live is. I have my ticket for that, so I'm going to go to that. And then I hope they're done within 2.5 hours. If they're not, I may have to leave a little early, which would be a shame. But you do what you gotta do. And then I'm going to go over to the Westin for the Late Night Puppet Slam. So, very full day, very excited. And I got my Steakums fix yesterday, so Steak and Shake, good as ever, couldn't be happier. Go ahead.
Hi, welcome to Smyle, the game about stealing, bluffing, and lying through your teeth. One of you has a troubled tooth, and we have gone to the dentist to see what that tooth, what is wrong with that tooth. It could be any one of these 6 x-rays that is taken. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, some of them are just downright strange. To spend the time while we're waiting on that x-ray to come out, we're going to swap our teeth and try to get the best rating possible from our dentist. Some of our teeth are rotten. They give us tooth decay on review and they're worth negative points. Some of our teeth are tinkered. They have really interesting random effects on reveal and they're worth 1 point. Some of our teeth have been taken very good care of and they're worth 4 points each. To help us on our quest for dental perfection, we have hired an assortment of tooth fairies and their peculiar gadgets. These are the effects. These are the initiatives. A round consists of everybody revealing a card from their hand and then in initiative order resolving the effect on it. Most of them are steal a card, swap my tooth with your tooth, give my tooth away. Draw lets you put new teeth in anybody's mouth, and the gadgets provide unique effects to enliven the dentistry lobby here. At the end of the game, tally your points and see who gets yelled at the least by their dentist. Tooth decay, Smyle, wonderful artwork.
All right, this is Warlord Chess. It plays just like chess. Move, capture, check, and checkmate are all the same. The pieces all move the same except the pawn because we're playing on a corner and pawns always have to go forward. So my pawn's going to go forward like this on a diagonal and attack forward on straight lines like that. You play this for 40 turns, and at the end of that time, you count up the point value of the pieces you've captured. The high scorer is the winner. Beyond that, there are two areas, the chaos symbol and the castle, that allow your pieces to make some pretty super cool moves, and that's the real magic of the game. So really quick, the chaos symbol says that if a piece starts its move touching the symbol, then on its next move, it can start from any open square. So I could theoretically move to here and then make my normal move. Not a big deal. The king can use it as well. If he's in the middle of the board, he's running for his life. So we're going to get him a chance to maybe escape a check or mate by using an extra step. The only other piece that can use it is the knight.
Notify me.
Since the knight can start here, 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 or here, that means it cuts a swath of destruction around here we call the donut of death. So, there's that, and now I have to show you the castle, which is the last big bit. As I said, only those other three pieces can use this. These three pieces can use the castle. This is three spaces that are funny shaped and connected in a funny way. Essentially a diagonal running across here all the way back to the courtyard, which means my bishop can come in like this. Let's pretend it stopped on the throne, then it would move like this as a regular bishop. But if it came back here and stopped on the Great Hall, it just changed its color to a black bishop, which means not only does it have those regular diagonals I just showed you, it can now pick up this black lane or this black lane because they're connected here on diagonals. If it gets all the way back to the courtyard, we can then come up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get out of my way, you guys. 5 passive attack like that. The rook works the same, so if you went all the way to the back like this, you can come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paths, and the queen gets all 11. Welcome to Warlord Chess. Most chaotic time you'll ever have, but this is beer and pretzel social chess, where we can do backstabbing, stab your buddy, arguing, kibitzing, and all the stuff you can't do in normal chess.
Gain concentration and memory.
Okay.
Each cat card has what that cat likes on it. So in this case, it's a fish or the canary.
Okay.
And when you're flipping your cards, if you get a cat likes card, which would be a canary in this case,
okay,
you keep that in your hand, and your turn is over.
Okay.
And it goes on to the next person. So if you flip a cat, you have a decision to make. Do you want to use your cat likes card and track that cat, or do you know from memory where the other cat is? So if you can do it by memory and collect them,
okay,
more valuable. At the end of the game, 1 cat card's worth a point, 2 are worth 3 points, and 3 are worth 5 points.
Okay.
So it becomes sort of a strategy. Do you want to use these cat likes cards or use your memory? There's also a catnip wild card that allows you to take any cat, including out of somebody's set that they've already collected.
Oh, cool.
And then
all right.
a dog blocker card allows you to shut down play at any time. So if somebody's flipped these 2 cats and you have that third one in your hand, you could put down a dog blocker card to stop their turn. Or you would know where those cats are, or whoever's next is going to know where they are.
Okay. Can I come up closer and have a look at the cards?
Sure.
Oh, those are cool. I kind of like the whole take that element with the dog and whatnot. That's super cool.
Yeah, it takes the game of concentration or memory, but it gives it more agency because you're flipping these cards and keeping them in your hand, and it just action starts faster. Where a traditional memory game, you have to get 10 or 12 moves in before really anybody's going to know where anything is.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
And then we've got Go Bark over here.
Yeah, and then Go Bark plays like Go Fish.
Okay.
You're collecting dog packs. So there's 4 of each dog breed in there that you're trying to collect.
Very cool.
But what's the change up in this is that there's bark cards.
Okay.
So it's a redirect card. So if you say, do you have any black labs? I could say, go bark at Bill. If I have a bark card, he would have to give you his black labs. But then I know you have black labs coming around to me the next turn.
Yep.
So all of a sudden, Go Fish takes on a little bit more strategic, dynamic element than...
Because you can go back and go get their black labs because you sent them off to someone else to go get theirs.
Right.
I like that. Awesome.
Yeah. That's got pretty fun gameplay. And then rock, paper, scissors, word. If you're
sure.
Just plays like rock, paper, scissors. It's just a fast action card game where you're putting down 2 cards, and then if it's rock and paper, paper wins, then you take one of the letter chits like that. If you can spell rock, paper, or scissor, you win instantly.
Oh, nice.
And then there's also a sneaky bear wild card. If you have that, you could take somebody's chit from them. So if they're getting close to rock, you could take one of their letters to stop them from getting there.
Very
and
cool.
If nobody spells those at the end of the game, it's just whoever has the longest word.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
That one we probably can't play because 2 of us are English majors, so we're kind of bullies in the language games.
And then Koalas on Broadway. So it's a brand new game.
All right, Koalas on Broadway. Let me come around here. Ooh.
So this game, each player has their own deck.
Mm-hmm.
And each deck has backstage cards and actor cards that are part of it.
Okay.
And then it also you have audition cards, and the audition cards are put into their own stack, and the backstage cards and the actor cards are shuffled together.
Okay.
It's like rock, paper, scissors, word. Rock, paper, scissors, except that...
And then each player has got dealt 5 cards to start with.
Okay.
And if you have backstage cards in your hand, you're allowed to know what they are. This one's a show, actually both of these are showstopper cards, so they're kind of special power cards, but all backstage go over here and stage right, and you keep your actor cards in your hand.
Okay.
And if somebody has 3 backstage cards, it would trigger an audition. So you each draw each turn.
Okay.
So now, if I drew this, I'd put that down. Because there's 3, it triggers an audition automatically.
All right.
And then the audition cards have a skill value for acting, singing, and dancing. And the actor cards also have skill values for actors, singing, and dancing. And you have to exceed each of those values to qualify for the audition.
Okay.
If you don't, so like these actually all do qualify, but if this was a 2 and that's a 1, so it didn't qualify, then you could use your backstage card and add those points to it to enhance that card, so you do qualify for the audition.
Oh, okay.
But your opponent is doing the same thing.
I gotcha.
And what happens is then whoever has the highest casting score, which is the sum of these, but they're on each card so that you only add 2 numbers together.
Okay.
Would win, and whoever wins would put them down on their stage like that.
Okay.
But each card also has a chem value, which is a koala entertainment metric.
Oh, okay.
And the koala entertainment metric is ultimately what wins. So you may have a very strong, skilled card for winning auditions that isn't strong when it gets down on a stage for the end of the game. So these are valued at 25, 50, 75, and 100. These are 25 and 50 at the backstage. And the game ends when somebody fills their stage in backstage. That stops play, but it doesn't matter if they have 8. If their chem scores are higher, they'll win the game.
Gotcha, okay.
So you're constantly deciding, do I want to win the audition with a weaker card, or would I rather wait and win it with a stronger card?
Yeah, is it advantageous to rush the end of the game versus do I need to make up a deficit or get ahead?
So there's various strategies involved.
Very cool.
If you end up at the end of if you have an actor card, you have to audition it. But if if you end up with 3 backstage cards at the end of a turn, then you have to discard all of them.
Oh, yikes.
That also becomes, sometimes if they're weak backstage cards, you may actually want that to happen.
But if you've got a bunch of strong
if they're very
ones.
strong, you may be trying to wait to use it at a special time, and then all of a sudden,
Oops, you have 3.
You're in trouble because you're going to lose one of your strong cards.
Okay.
So it's pretty fun. This one is pre-order at the show.
Oh, very cool. Okay.
And then eventually it's a backer kit.
Alrighty, it is Friday night. We have stumbled our way back from the Saucy Puppet Show and a very full day of exhibit hall and gaming and shenanigans. A lot of cool pickups today. I'm gonna pan over my loot here real quick, so yeah. So I got some books. Got me a couple of RPGs. We got one for Trash Pandas, and we got Heckin' Good Doggos. There's a deck of cards around here somewhere. There it is. It's got doggos on the cards. Each of them is named, but it's still a regular deck of cards, which is cool. I stopped by the All Play booth and picked up Mountain Goats and another new game they just came out with called Lure. Gambling to see what you need to catch specific fish. The fewer dice you gamble, the first chance you get to get it, but the less likely you are to get it, obviously. So that's cool. I picked up a copy of Illimat. Had a lovely chance to see the game demoed, and I picked up the expansions and a Syzygy coin, as well as the expansions for Mountain Goats and Lure here. I'm gonna darken my camera a little so you can see those a little better. The lighting in our hotel is subpar. There we go. And then that's the air conditioner. So yeah, we got that. We got a Mountain Goats and things. That's a little better. Not blind you out. I got to stop by Slugfest Games. I picked up their promos for the con. It's the same card, but one is for Tales from the Red Dragon Inn, and then the other one is a prize card for regular Red Dragon Inn. So, very cool, the double-bladed loot. Here's our Illimat expansions here. Some expansion rules for Illimat and the Syzygy coin. All of which are mechanics potentially in the game, which is very cool. Let's see, I picked up a map and a little booklet here for Harn World. Warlord Chess, 4-player chess. I think it'll stream very well, and they have different colors for the pieces. You can pick from like 10 or 12 different colors. So I was able to get one for each of the Meeples different colors, which was super cool. I also got to stop by the Monster booth. They sell playmat tubes and other accessories, and they have this Deluxe RPG stat tracker. Oh my god. This thing is incredible. I will probably open it up more fully when I get home and make more of a fuss over it there. But I got a demo of it as well. It's a thing of beauty. They struck gold here. And we picked up a couple more of these Red Dragon Inn wood mats from Bright Bear Laser Works. I'm glad to see them back in production on these. I'm gonna go see Barry tomorrow and see if I can maybe get in the running for a new chest for all of the characters, as I outgrew mine around Red Dragon Inn 6. We are on 9 and have had several other supplementary 1 and 2 character expansions since then. That poor box. We stopped by Kobold Press, and I got this D20 here. There's a kobold trapped inside. Poor dude. Not really a rolling die. This is a display piece. That's fine. I typically pick up a big die if I see something cool at least once a convention. I picked up Heck and Hounds from the Indie Game Alliance booth, and my Kickstarter copy of I Crave the Loop from Breitbart Games that I kickstarted. Very excited to look into that, as that looked like a ton of fun. And I've got various other artwork kicking around that is not pictured yet because I have to go pick it up, as well as possible purchases over at BCW later because their card storage solutions have evolved well past paper, and I'm picking up at least a couple things for some of the bigger card games that are currently in more traditional card boxes that I bought from Dex Protection a few years back, because they're just better suited to holding games like Killer Bunnies. So, very excited for that. And we also found Imperium Maledictum, the spiritual successor to Dark Heresy and Rogue Trader. And I flipped through a little bit of the book before I bought it, and it does not appear to have any of the less desirable components of Dark Heresy 2nd edition, so that's a good sign. And someone else who came by the booth, another fellow gamer, indicated that it was very easy to transition Rogue Trader to this if you wanted to do that. So that was a cool little discovery, and a ringing endorsement from a random person who has dealt with it, who just happened to hear the conversation I was having with Cubicle 7. Very cool. That's a pretty high recommendation. And I'm not the only one who came back with loot today. Callahan and Phil and PJ all have various loot that they've picked up. It has been a heck of a day for everybody. And they'll probably tell you a little more about it when it's not 1:30 in the morning. So I'm going to sign off here and get some sleep, because we got to be up early again tomorrow. Alrighty, it is Saturday morning. We are breakfasted. We are in the car. PJ's going to go get his badge real quick. Yesterday was a very busy day. I had a ton of fun at Game Nights Live. That was a heck of a game of Magic. If anyone has a rat flag to trade me for an otter flag, let me know in the comments below.
Otters are cute. You should do it.
You should do it. So, then we went and saw the Saucy Puppet Show, which was also great.
Also, one thing I noticed.
We're recording, so.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Should have parked over here to begin with, because it's out of the sun. So
Yeah.
the truck's not freaking out when you get it.
Yeah, it's a good plan. So we were just talking about what people did yesterday and what people are excited for today.
I picked up Tales of the Valiant, the 2 books that they've got out for that, along with
I did as well.
Yeah, along with the Deep Magic Volume 1. Probably going to be looking at getting Deep Magic Volume 2 and their Magic Item Compendium that they've got, and this is all from Kobold Press.
Yeah.
And then I'm also probably going to go pick up a bag of holding.
Good choice, good choice. I'm going to turn real quick. We'll get more sun.
I think is the ones that picked that IP up. Other than that, basically browsing minifigs, and that's about it.
It's valid. I'm going to brace against this here.
What do we have?
Cut down on the shaking, sorry about that.
Oh wait, you want directions?
Yeah, be a good navigator. So, while Callahan is helping with his navigation duties, I did most of my purchasing yesterday. I have a few booths I want to hit today, mostly just bigger names, Brotherwise, AEG,
turn to the right.
Places like that. At some point today I need to hit BCW's booth to pick up a couple of their plastic card cases. Their card case game's on point these days. I was looking to see if they had an upgrade for their paper pizza boxes, and boy do they. They've got some nice plastic ones that are good for like board games, and then they've got card catalog-esque stackable plastic shelves for card games that will hold top loaders and magnetic cases and the whole bit. It is exactly the thing I need to start making order out of the loose bins in my closet. So gonna be picking some of that up either here or online, or a combination. Very excited for that.
Today is my spend day.
Yeah, Callahan has been holding off. He's been a good little bean. I've not been a good little bean. I have spent like a crazy person.
You gonna be able to get all that done for your Splendor tournament?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Callahan has a Splendor tournament. He got through the qualifier rounds on Thursday, and he gets to do the semifinals today, and if he gets through those at 2, he gets to go to the finals at 5.
It's true. I want to take the whole damn thing.
Damn right. Of note, Phil got thrown out on his ass in the King of Tokyo.
His dice luck came back to bite him in the ass.
Well, he did very well. He jumped out to 15 points in round 3, except his table figured out how to punish him.
Which we need to figure out how to do that.
I want to know that secret sauce. The tech to throw Phil out on his ass in the game. Because when he does that to us, we just end up sucking and dying.
That.
And that tells me that either they managed to get him in the city and beat him down, or someone in the city just went on a tear. But if there's another secret sauce trick that I'm just not thinking of, I gots to know. Also gonna go see if I can find the guy from Bright Bear Laserworks, who is apparently at the convention today.
What's that company again?
Bright Bear Laserworks.
They do the Red Dragon in. Box.
They make the chests for Red Dragon Inn.
Right, that guy.
Yeah, he was here, and I was like, oh my god, I need to go see him. Because I badly need a new Red Dragon Inn chest.
And for as big as that chest is, that's saying something. There's a lot of stuff in that game.
Yeah, my chest got outgrown by Red Dragon Inn 6, so...
What are they up to now?
9. Plus all the expansions and things. So yeah, lots of cool stuff to do today. Very excited for all of that. Good luck, Callahan, in the Splendor tournament. We will either be celebrating your victory or making fun of you.
Or making fun of you, yeah. Either
later
way, it's
on.
sure to be entertaining for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're horrible friends.
Indeed. So.
But it's funny.
Onward to Saturday. So in Klask here, it looks like we're trying to get the ball moving into the opponent's goal there, the little circle on their other side there. If you pick up 2 of those little annoying little plastic magnetic chits in the middle, your opponent gets a point. And yeah, probably. Oh, good. One of them flew off the table, and you're playing. How high do the points go here? 6. 6? You're playing to 6. There's also a 4-player version of this that we're going to be looking at getting for a future stream, because this is exactly up the Assorted Meeples alley.
5-0.
The pieces there are controlled by really well-engineered magnets under the table. You've got a little wand underneath the table that you're moving. Now, as long as you can regain control of your piece as you are playing, if you lose control of it, as long as you can regain control, you don't give your opponent a point for losing control. But if your piece goes too far over onto their side, there's actually a divider under the table that keeps you from getting to your opponent's side of the table, which means you can't get too far.
Just show all the mistakes, you learn. Right. So, in Stuff a Legend, we're going to be collectively playing as a team of toys, wandering around the dark in order to save the boy who was captured by the boogeyman. You're going to be wandering around the map, uncovering new areas as you go, defeating the bad guys when you can, but ultimately you're looking for the exit, which is one of these 4 tokens here. But the other 3 lead to game over. At the beginning of the game, you're going to be shuffling a loyalty to the boogeyman card in with the loyalty to the boy cards. Shuffle them, pitch one, pass the rest out. So there's a potential traitor. Eventually you'll be able to peek at the various exits, but only the player who initiates the action is allowed to look. Okay. And do you trust them?
Because they might be loyal to the boogeyman.
They might be a traitor. You have a handful of action cards. They have these symbols on them. These allow you to pass the various hurdles in the game. For instance, if you wanted to defeat these enemies here, you would have to give out 4 symbols because they have 2 health apiece. So you collectively will pool cards together to get enough symbols to defeat them. You can also spend the card for its action ability. For instance, the Muddy the Waters card allows you to swap your loyalty card with another player around the table. So maybe you're doing terribly as the boogeyman ally, and you want to make that someone else's problem.
Sure.
You're going to be burning through these cards pretty quick, and when you do, to refill your hand, you need to flip the coin. If you land on the boy's side, you move the boy token 1 piece, or 1 place. If he ever gets to this area, that's game over.
Okay.
The boogeyman will draw one of these boogeyman cards.
Okay.
And they're all terrible.
They're all terrible.
They're all terrible.
It's all bad.
It's a lose-lose.
It's okay. I was gonna say that just makes things worse to refill your hand. Got it.
So if you see somebody burning a lot of cards, maybe they're on the boogeyman side, you know? They want to flip that
right,
coin
because
wall.
they want to get that.
Right. But maybe they're just trying to solve the problems that you're trying to solve. Maybe they're just inefficient with their card economy. So that's the rub. That's about it. This is the deluxe set. With the minis, the big chunky coin. The base game comes with these standees. We just have the.
That's the deluxe set.
The deluxe. This is the boogeyman edition. So this comes with everything on the table here for $89.
Okay.
For $99, you also get the 2 graphic novels for which the game is based on.
Okay.
We have those.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, guys. So this is Trash Talk, and I'm a raccoon, and you guys are possums, and we don't speak the same language. But we're gonna learn to communicate over our shared love of trash. So what's gonna happen? I'm gonna have 3 of you choose 1 piece of trash from your trash pile. Don't touch my trash pile. Why don't you choose a piece and put it right there? Great. That comes in the box, by the way. All this comes in the box. Go ahead, you choose a piece. So I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna take this as well. So I have the same thing. We need 1 more. Why don't you come in here and you choose a piece? You touch my pile, I touch your pile. I'll take one of those. So that goes right there. So these are the 3 that we're gonna play with this round. Now there's a lot more trash because the goal is to get to 10 cards, but we are gonna start out with 3 cards. We have clean, we have birthday, and we have romantic. So I am behind my screen with my 3 items. I'm gonna line them up to these 3 objects. So, or these 3 words right here, objects to words. So it's an association game. And then you guys are gonna communicate and try to do the same. Give me 1 second while I fail this. That's pretty good. That's interesting. And okay, you know what? Let's give this a shot. Go ahead. Go ahead. You guys can talk amongst yourselves.
Like which object fits
Which object goes here, which object goes here, which object goes here. That's right.
Yeah, I was like a bow love. Yeah. Maybe like the little celebration drink for birthday. And that thing can be clean.
He uses this trunk to spray off.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, we got something. Are we best friends? Yeah. Did we do it first try? No, we are best friends. I was just joking. You did a good job. Excellent job, everybody. So yeah, romantic, obviously. Birthday sort of looks like maybe a birthday drink, right? And then this guy, he kind of looks like a pipe, like he could totally clean something with his trunk.
Yeah.
So that was perfect. So we got that. If we had gotten it wrong, don't worry, we will in the next round. But in this round, we get to continue. So we're gonna add 1 item, and we're gonna go up to 4 cards. The goal is to get to 10, like I said. I have seen 4 groups beat this game in hundreds of playtests that I've been a part of. So this is not an easy game. But it's probably not your fault, it's probably my fault. So I'm gonna have you come in here and drag 1 more piece of trash over here and put it over there. Ooh, the little diamond paper clip, I love it. That one is in. So we got these 4 items. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna put out 4 new cards. And this time, I guarantee we fail. Because I'm gonna cheat and make us fail. No, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try really hard, I promise. Give me 1 second here. Okay, we got draw plane, spelled P-L-A-N-E, country, and point. Give me 1 second here. This is a little tough. Let's do... What? What am I gonna do? Does this make sense to you guys? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Let's do this one. Oh, you know what? Oh, I have a clever one there. Okay. This is gonna go here. This one will go here. Okay, let's do it. Go ahead. Do it. I think I got real good answers for all these.
That's fine. I think Drox and paper clip. Plain because they both have the fly.
Mary Poppins.
I mean, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
should be point, and that one should be draw. Because that one's easy to draw.
Okay.
You know? Maybe not.
Has a point.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's got a trunk that points and stuff.
Yeah, he's got fingers too.
So the bow being
So
country.
the bow on someone's thing in a cartoon, it can spin its propeller. So country will.
A lot of songs about drinking.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, guess what, guys? We are not best friends. We actually failed pretty miserably. We got literally every single one wrong.
Exactly.
And that
was cool. Yeah.
that is okay. That is okay, because we get one more chance. But let me explain so you can learn my language and I can learn yours, and then we can do better in future rounds. So you have to draw it closed. Also kind of looks like a pen that you draw with. That was my best thing. I almost went with that for point, but this has got a lot of points on it, right? And then this one, you know, I just didn't know. I didn't have it. But this guy is from another plane of existence. So that's why I went with those. But when you get them right, you put them on there, right? So like if it had been these two, they'd stay on there, and we would only do these three and with the remaining items. But since we got them wrong, guess what? We got to do that whole round again with the backside of these cards. And if we fail, it's okay, because somebody else will start the game over as the raccoon with 3 items and 3 cards, and we'll learn their language. Okay? So let's give this a shot. Let's see if we can sneak this by. Give me 1 second here. What is going on? We have sink, exercise, ship, and make. Make? Oh my God! Why did I put these words in here? Okay, that's weird, but I'll do it. Oh, that's really good. Hopefully someone figures that out. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna give this a shot. Go for it. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I mean, you guys are doing great. Keep it up. Let's go.
Exercise when I open it.
It comes with all this, but we have a BYOT rule, bring your own trash, so as long as you have 2 of anything, you can go ahead and add it.
Diamond looks like a paperclip that was made into a diamond.
So this is not stressful at all, guys.
Well, I mean, rich people are on like the Titanic and it sinks, so there you go.
You guys are gonna hate me. Ready? We got literally none right. So listen, look. This looks like a ship. It looks like a boat. I was like, maybe they'll see it. It looks like a little ship or a sailboat. And when you said alien comes from the ship, and I was like, oh no, you're so right. Why did I do that? You make a drink with one of these umbrellas, and then this guy. I mean, we talked about cleaning before, didn't we? Did we talk about that? And also, like, this looks like the bend in the sink. I mean, that's terrible. Trust me. It's also blue like water. I can rationalize this all day. And this looks like a dumbbell, the smallest dumbbell. So that's why I did that, and you know what? You guys were right, I was wrong. But normally it's me who's right because I'm studying the language. But in this case, you guys were wrong. As soon as you did this, I was like, oh, now everything makes sense. What did I do? So anyway, like I said, it's $20. It comes with everything in the box. We also have an additional screen so you can play simultaneously. Just out of curiosity, which possum would you be? The small. You can be the same one. What would you be? That's pretty good. What about you?
I'm the old.
Oh, everyone wants to be the plunger, but this is me, unfortunately. I'm the guy who's face down in the dumpster, as you can see. So that's another game mode, and also the game comes with some blank cards, so you get to do your own, which is really fun. That's it. That's all I got for you.
Alrighty, it is Sunday morning. Much like Thursday night, we got home on Saturday and crashed the fuck out. It was a long day of walking around.
Home? You mean back to the hotel?
We got a whole bunch of cool games again. Highlights for me on Saturday were getting to meet the designer of Hex Hex at Smirk and Dagger.
That was the designer of Hex Hex?
Yeah, he said that was their first game.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I was
Nobody shook his hand.
That's why I shook his hand.
God damn it!
Because I'm like, thank you for all the nights of fun from college on forward, and this was great.
Ben would have been jazzed to meet that guy.
Well, the good news is I have also picked up its spiritual successor, which I am super excited to play because it's got a deck building element built into it.
Translation, I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
Everybody gets their ass kicked in Hex. It's just a matter of who, what, when, and where.
Yeah, but if there's deck building in it, I'm just gonna get beat worse.
So I'm super excited to check that out. He was giving the explanation, and PJ and Callahan are behind me going, "Don't you dare!" And I'm like, "But I'm having a shut up and take my money moment."
Yeah, and that's exactly why we said, "Don't do it! Don't you dare!"
And then he finished his spiel, and I literally said, "Shut up and take my money." That was.
Callahan and I just kind of looked at each other and were like, "Here we go again."
We also got to see a couple other games at the Smirk and Dagger booth. One was Boom Patrol, which looks super fun. It's apparently fulfilling on Kickstarter right now, late pledges for the next couple weeks. They were gracious enough to give us time to give our wallets enough to give our wallets time to heal and recover after the beating that some of us took at Gencon. And then there was also a game called Hi-Fi that looked pretty fun that I'm going to look at as well. They were sold out of copies of that there, but they've got them on their website. Let's see. I talked to some other game demo people today, or Saturday. Made my way around the hall. Got to see some cool stuff. I got to talk to Barry at Bright Bear Laserworks. It sounds like he's getting ready to start production on Red Dragon inboxes again soon. He's got a little calibration and some things to go, but we're in home stretch. I'm so excited. My poor wallet. It will never recover from this beating.
Insert meme of Tiger King. I'm never going to financially recover from this.
I was going more with an Eek the Cat. When does the hurting stop? Poor Scooter.
Why was I programmed to feel pain?
So, we've got that going on, and then after we went to dinner at Connor's Bar and Grill, which was excellent.
A little bit spendy, but really good.
Yeah, like their food was very good. I got some short rib nachos, and Callahan and PJ got the Wagyu cheeseburgers.
Feel free to view the picture of me trying to consume the entire. It was a very big burger.
It was very much a ha moment.
Yeah, it was so big. Callahan was like, "I wish I could just unhinge my jaw."
I didn't even get the egg that he got on his, and even I was having to try to unhinge my jaw to eat it.
Egg and bacon. That's the most burgers.
Oh, it was so good. So after that, we went back to the free play hall to go look at some games there. I got to jam my one and only game of Commander this weekend. Was a great game of Commander. We had Naya Dinosaurs, the legendary dog from Modern Horizons 3, Rune of the Hidden Realm, who I haven't seen in a hot minute, and my Mael, the Anima deck. So we had two power Naya decks going head-to-head. And that game was weird because turn 1 authority of the consoles changed the timing math on that game completely because everything came in tapped. So all our creatures had to wait a turn. And my fun discovery of that game was I threw Yggdrasil from Assassin's Creed into the Mael deck. That card is sneaky good in a heavy creature deck. I think that's a card people are sleeping on. That card won me the game single-handedly. Turn 4 Void Winnower is no joke, kids. So today we are doing our last-minute cleanup at the con, so I have some artwork to pick up from Elena Danner. Callahan and I have to go to the consignment store to pick up the games that didn't sell. We each did sell things. We've got a couple other booths to hit. PJ was finally able to get a copy of the Star Wars Unlimited exclusive, which was awesome. Congrats, PJ. The lottery system for Sunday was super duper borked.
It was so bad.
But anyway, we're going to do that. We're going to take a group picture at around 11:30 or so in front of the gnomes. We'll try and include that here, assuming we can get Phil and Heather wrangled for long enough. And then once we get all our errands done, we're going to make the 6-hour pilgrimage home. So
with snacks.
We still got zucchini bread. Thank you, Sinneth. Those sustained us quite well on the way up, and they will be good on the way back. Yeah, we filled the truck bed. I bought a boatload.
The truck
of sleeve.
Mostly Braden.
Yeah, I bought some card catalogs from BCW.
Some?
5 is some.
No, sir. You bought 5 of the big ones, and then you bought 3 of the
Those are just plastic boxes.
You bought 5 of the.
I bought 5 catalogs and 3 plastic boxes.
And they're taking up almost a quarter of my truck bed.
So we're leaving at 11:30 this time, and it's a 6-hour drive.
Well, we're
get
probably not actually getting out until noon, but because 11:30 is when we're trying to get the group picture.
We'll get back at about 5.
Yeah, thereabouts, maybe 6.
Y'all,
I would say 6.
That's not how physical time works.
Yeah, but it's how time works, thanks to time zones. But we're all going to be pretty tired, although we crashed out pretty hard on Saturday.
Yeah,
we got a lot of sleep.
I feel well rested.
I'm actually in good shape again. Like, this isn't like Thursday or Saturday where I was dead on my feet both days, but...
You were doing a lot of run around Thursday and Friday.
I've been everywhere. Like, I have never run around so much at a Gencon. Callahan, PJ, did you have any thoughts on your highlights for the trip?
Go ahead, Callahan.
I got the weirdest Splendor game in the history of mankind under my belt, which
that should be like
I will put on its own video spiel.
Yeah, you should, because that's a story worth hearing. That game was wild.
He told me first, and I haven't played near as much Splendor as the other rest of them, and he's like, yeah, this game's going to be weird when I describe it to you. And he got like halfway through it, I'm like, what the hell happened in this game? This makes no sense.
Bizarre, but I did not take the championship because bizarre.
Yeah, because of bizarre, weird loss.
But hey,
it happens, and at least it wasn't like Phil's King of Tokyo tournament where he punked out in the qualifier.
True.
So you have that to lord over him.
You at least got to the semifinals. There's that.
Yeah, that story deserves its own video, and Callahan could basically narrate that in front of his computer when he gets home, because, man, that was a wild story.
Yeah.
That was weird. Highlights for me, I don't know, I picked up Tales of the Valiant.
Yeah.
I did pick up probably what's going to be my one and only set of gemstone dice. They're an aquamarine colored cat's eye, which look really cool in the light.
They look very pretty. You also got a bag of holding, one of the new ones from Roll
I did get one of the brand new versions of the bag of holding.
It looks pretty good.
It looks pretty good. It feels sturdily built. Like it's tough canvas and steel D-rings and stuff on it. So
yeah,
that's going to take the place of my old messenger bag that I got way back in 20-2 at ASIN, my first year there in Chicago. So yeah, I finally get to replace my old bag, which, I mean, the old bag's lasted quite a while, but this one should carry me forward for the next, 20-some years.
Sweet. Well, we're getting toward the convention center. It has been very heavily populated. Like, we went to the consignment store. I went 2 of the 3 days. The others went all 3, and it was absolutely nuts. Like, there were still a ton of games there when we went on Saturday, but, yeah, I think they said something like they had 20,000 games submitted.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Not nearly all of them sold, so, and I know my biggest one didn't sell, but that's okay, I'll deal with that later. But we're all very tired, but it has been a very fulfilling and fun experience. Like, Gen Con 2024, quite good. Like, I'm torn between whether I like this one or 2021 best, because 2021 had so many fewer people, so it was very easy to get around. But 2024 had zero shortage of things to do and tons of new stuff.
Better stuff. Yeah, I was going to say, this one was better than 2021. 2021 had the best flow. 2019 had the best stuff.
I don't know, I think 2024 had better stuff overall. It's been super fun. We met lots of cool people. We got to trade business cards with a bunch of people. We're excited to chat with them more about playing more of their games on stream. We've got such a catalog. I'm going to fill in all those gaps on my board game shelf with no problem. I also, probably one of the easiest purchases I'm proud of is I bought an Uno Attack from the Mattel booth, but it's not regular Uno Attack, it's Uno Flip Attack. So it's the nasty cards from Uno Flip with the Uno Attack mechanic where it will spew cards out at you. So I am beyond excited to get that out.
Uno Flip, is that the one you send people to the Shadow Realm?
Yes, that's the one.
God damn it.
So we'll go through loot. We'll each kind of showcase our loot and show you what all we brought back. And that's only a small sampling of the things we looked at and tried. So, see y'all later. We'll be back for wrap-up.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
All right. I am back from Gen Con. I've had a chance to unload all my loot, as you can see spread out here. There are a few boxes that aren't in the shot because I've already got them set up elsewhere, but by and large, this is what I came back gaming content-wise with from Gen Con. Overall, the convention was a great experience. I had a great time. There was a lot of cool stuff to do. I met a lot of awesome people, a lot of cool game designers, a lot of other gamers. We ate good food. And everything about the con was well organized. Like, this was a solid A-tier con. My only complaint directly related to the convention was how the lottery system was handled for limited edition product. It really shouldn't be tied to the wishlist system on Gen Con's website. It is not a well-managed system, and I will leave it at that. Overall, I bought a lot of the games that I demoed in some of the demos that you saw in the video earlier. I bought several that caught my eye and looked interesting. I ended up with a small box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'm looking forward to opening these and seeing what I get in them. Haven't cracked a pack of these in years and years, so seems cool. I dived to get these from the eBay booth. Someone was throwing them out to the crowd, and I was lucky enough to get one. Very cool. But I got some Gen Con sleeves here. They're very nice. I got those from BCW. Picked up Mountain Goats and Lure from Allplay. We've got some Uno Flip Attack here, which is Uno Flip, but using the Uno Attack system. Mattel, please, I beg of you, stop building your machines with C batteries, please. We've got the character sheet / stat tracker / super awesome system from Monster. Various games and systems from other independent developers. The spiritual successor to Dark Heresy and Rogue Trader. There we go. I got these from the Red Dragon in booth. Looking forward to picking up a new box from Barry at Bright Bear. Very much excited to hear that he's getting his shop in order. Been in need of a new box for a long time. Super excited to finally be looking toward that. Warlord Chess, Tetris. This one is Behexed, which is a spiritual successor to Hex Hex. I got a copy of Monster Hunter Try for $4 from the consignment store. We've got Heckin' Good Doggos, which we talked about earlier in the video. We've got the flags from the Game Nights Live event, which was a ton of fun. We've got Garbage and Glory Trash Run, which was the free board game day giveaway from the company that I bought Heckin' Good Doggos from. There's a deck of cards in here with a bunch of dogs on it. Smyle, Illimat. We've got this sweet D20 from Kobold Press. It's got their mascot trapped in a clear D20. Looks super cool. You'll see it on our shelf soon, I'm sure. Very cool D20. Very happy to have picked that up. We've got Heckin' Hounds, which I picked up from the Indie Game Alliance booth. I got that signed by the creator on the inside of the box. Thank you very much. I'm very excited to take a deeper look at that. And just all sorts of other great experiences and memories throughout the convention. I had a ton of fun. I honestly am looking forward to going next year. Like, normally I don't do 2 Gen Cons back to back, but Gen Con's back in a big way, and I didn't get to see near everything I wanted to this year, despite running all over Heckin' Gone. So, see y'all in 2025.
If you like what you just saw, please support us by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel for more great gaming content.